guys. How are you doing? Hopefully we are live on YouTube. I see, whoa, 13 people watching and we weren't even there. Oh, there we are. Okay, let me turn off my speaker so we don't get crazy. Loop, hope you guys are all doing super well. Can you hear us okay? Oh, I see Felicia. She's in chat.
Felicia.
Hi, Felicia. Hope you are doing well. Can you hear us? Just say, yes, we can hear you. That would be... Oh, look, we're messing up the green screen. Hold on. There we go. Oh, which way do we go? That way. That way. Okay. I don't know which way we go, Isaac. We got to go towards you. Okay. There we go. Oh, I mean, not green screen. Oh, I did it wrong. There we go. Okay. This is very professional and very live. Anyway, are we good? Are we good? You can't see the green screen bit, can you?
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay. You can still see it towards me. Okay, there we go. We're going to go that way. Oh my gosh. Okay. So a lot of people said they don't want long hangouts. They don't want loads of hellos and everything. So I'm going to say hello to everyone who's watching very, very quickly. Hi, Mary, Denise, J Prince, Rhonda, Larry. Oh my gosh, Larry, long time no see. Penny, Ellie, Lady Samoan, Morrison. Wow. Yvonne, Santa Suk, Judith. Oh my gosh, there's so many friends watching. It's so nice to see you all. So I hope you are all doing very, very well. Oh yeah, so anyway, hello and live from San Diego, California. Yay, as you can see, that's clearly not our living room. Guys, this is so awesome. We have like the power of technology here. You're gonna love this. We can do, wait, hold on. Talk to the nice people, Isaac. Just no, it's good.
Oh
look,
yes,
check
wow!
it out. Look, there's
let me take it to my garage right here.
There. Yeah,
yep.
We've got our Lamborghinis. We've got our mansion
right there. Yeah,
that's a pretty nice mansion.
It is.
That's my room, just sort of around there.
Mm-hmm.
You can have, I don't know, you can have like that bit what else have we got? Oh, hey, we're in Paris.
Whoa.
It's amazing. It's like the power of I don't know, being in your living room with a big green curtain behind you.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to San Diego because good times. There we go. Okay, we'll stay in San Diego.
Yes.
Wow, that was fun. Okay, so what we thought we would do, we thought it'd be fun. I know we've had our heads buried in KDP, which is the Kindle Direct Publishing. And we have had our heads buried in just making books, with making Tangent templates, which is our software project.
Figuring out where to take it next.
All of those things we've been doing. And we thought it would be fun just to have a show, kind of get back to the things we do otherwise, like creativity. So we came up with a little thing: creativity, business, art, and technology. Because we were like, what are we about? What's our thing? Like, we like books, we do books, but we're not just books. So creativity, business, art, and technology. And first of all, I want to say this is kind of an experimental show. It's been a while since we've done a live show. So we're kind of experimenting to see what we can do with this, what kind of features would be interesting, what you guys would like to hear from us. So we super welcome any feedback. We haven't shared this wide and far. I think we just posted it in one group, just so we could kind of have a soft run with it and see how it goes. So you guys are here at the first Tangent show, which is, I don't know, it's kind of exciting, a little scary, a little nerve-wracking. Nothing's changed. I've still got my coffee and I'm still picking on Isaac.
Yeah, nothing has changed.
So a couple of notices before we get going. First thing, at the end of the show, we are going to have a contest. Yay. Can you like go, yay?
Yay. I got to work on my enthusiasm for the show.
We're going to have a contest and we are going to give away a $20 Starbucks card. So, because everyone needs coffee.
Yes.
So hang in there till the end of the show. Take notes because we're going to come up with a question. I don't have a question yet. Do you have a question? No, we'll
Did you just ask me a question? Go on.
That's not going to win you a prize, though, if you answer my question. So anyway, and you can't win anyway. Okay. The other thing, super exciting news, is that we are going to ASD in March.
That's pretty cool.
So that's exciting. I know we weren't going to do it. We were like, let's just stay in our
Vegas,
cave and You hipster. You're like, oh, I'm so bored of Vegas. Oh no. No. No, we were no, it was more like we were looking at like, oh, we've got these projects, we want to make this software, we want to do this, we want to do that. And we weren't gonna go. And then they like called me and they were like, we've got your room, do you want it? And I was like, okay, yes, we'll do it. Okay, awesome. So I think we are going on the 17th and 18th of March. ASD is free. It's ASD Market Week, Las Vegas. It's at the huge Las Vegas Convention Center. And if you do any kind of selling online, it's just a great place to be. There's all kinds of wholesale vendors for everything you can imagine. And there's a great education track, including us. Come and hang out with us. We'll give you donuts. Yeah. So we hope we get to see some of you in March at ASD. So yay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we have 5 sections or features that we're going to try and get through in this show if we don't ramble too much. Yeah. And they are niche hunting, or no, niche secrets. That's it. We're going to do some niche secrets. So we're going to show you a secret way that we hunt for niches. That's one of the parts of this show. We're going to do platform of the week when we talk about kind of an interesting marketing platform, social media platform, or something that has just caught our eye this week and that we've been playing with and that we're exploring. So we've got niche hunting, platform of the week. Isaac insisted on Nerd Corner. Like, you want us to call it something cool, like sort of like technical breakthroughs with Isaac Gonzalez, visionary extraordinaire. And I was like, yeah, let's just call it Nerd Corner. So we've got Nerd Corner coming up, which is awesome. And actually, you've got something really cool to share. So especially, we'll save it. We'll talk about it. It'll be good. We have a cool stuff section. You can see we really thought this through. I was like, what should I call this bit? Cool stuff. That'll work. And then last, we're going to have a debate.
Ooh.
Which will be marvelous. Dun, dun, dun. So let's jump in there. Yeah. Now, I have to say, I'm doing some technical wizardry here, including screen shares. So let's hope that this works. So let's do a little screen share first of all. Hold on, where's my Zoom? There we go. Okay, so, okay, I'm going to screen share. Oh, let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Gosh, there's too much going on here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so is that the right one? No, I did it wrong. Oh my gosh, I shared the wrong thing. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're working on this. Hold on. There we go. Okay, share. Oh, that's the one I want to do. Okay, so the first section we are going to do in our... Oh, let me bring that out as well. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, oh, yeah, now we can see what you're seeing. That's good. So the first section we want to do is niche hunting. And whatever you are selling online, and I know some of you, like I saw Larry there, which is awesome. Larry's joining us. I know he's a treasure hunter. A lot of you are resellers, treasure hunters, people who are selling all kinds of products, creating your own products. I know we've got people following who are doing marketing of all kinds. And one of the things I think is really critical in any kind of marketing, selling, product creation is to find interesting niches. So what we want to do each week is to show you somewhere we go to research niches. And people always say, like, okay, how do I get started researching? How do I research niches? And I think the worst way to research, like, is to kind of go and look at what is popular in your particular niche. So like for t-shirts, I feel like the worst kind of research is really just like, okay, what other t-shirts are selling really well? Can I like jump on those? Because you're always going to be like 2 steps behind everyone else. So what I like to do when I'm researching, whether I'm doing t-shirts, whether I'm doing books, whether I'm like making a kit or making a product to sell on Amazon, what I like to do is actually look in different industries. I like to look at things like conferences. I like to look at billboards. I like to get sort of interesting ideas from elsewhere and just look at what's trending in general. Because, you know, if unicorns are trending, or llamas or sloths or tortoises or monkeys or whatever it is, if those are trending somewhere, you can bring those into your book. Like even if there's no other journals with tortoises or sloths on, you can be the first to create books featuring those things. So one of the niche places that we would like to look at today, and what we hope is that each week will bring you a new niche hunting stomping ground. The one we wanted to look at today is called Steam Spy. Now, I don't know how many of you are gamers. Hopefully there's a few gamers among you.
I'm sure there are. We know there are, yeah.
And Isaac actually stumbled upon this like wealth of data. This is called Steam Spy, and what it does is it looks at the Steam platform, and Steam is kind of like an app store for games. So I think it started way back in the 90s. I remember getting Half-Life on Steam. I remember that they brought out Steam when they first brought out Half-Life, and what was the other, Portal, and those games. But now it's expanded to where there's like all kinds of games on Steam. It's like one of the biggest platforms for games. And this is really cool. Someone put together this wealth of data of what is on Steam. So you can see what the most popular games are and what people are playing. So this is how it works. There's actually a lot of ways you can browse this data, but the one that I find really useful for us is tags. So you can actually find it by going steamspy.com/tag, and you'll probably have to create an account on Steam Spy to use this, but it's free. And you don't have to have a Steam account. It's separate from the actual Steam platform. But what I like about this is if you go to steamspy.com/tag, you can actually order the different entries in here by how many people are using them. So let's go to the most popular. And what this gives you is different tags that are used to describe games. So in other words, tags are kind of like niches.
Yes.
And some of them are very specific to games, like PvE, that's a very sort of, and class-based, and online co-op. Those are very sort of game-oriented technical descriptions of games. But the cool thing is, if you browse through it a little bit more, you start finding things like horses. And if we go to the next page, heists. I thought that was really interesting. Stealth, gun customization. What else was there? There was another one I saw that I thought was pretty cool. Swordplay, dystopian. Oh, and parkour.
Parkour, yeah.
And what this tells us is there are 640,000 people who are buying a game that features elements of parkour. And parkour, what's parkour, Isaac?
Parkour is when, from my understanding, you go to an urban area.
Your brother does parkour.
He does. Essentially, it's from getting from point A to point B in a physical location.
It's just jumping off stuff,
jumping, going through obstacles. It involves sometimes doing flips, jumping off high buildings, climbing up walls. A very active activity.
So it's jumping on things, but it's like a huge sport as well. A lot of people are really into it. They want to wear T-shirts that have parkour. It's
like a hobby. I don't know if it's about a sport. It's more of a hobby. You know, you don't really. I don't know if there's competitions.
It kind of goes with extreme sports.
It is. It's more of, you set a goal for yourself and what you can accomplish. Like, I'm gonna jump over this wall right here, and then you do it.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah.
So what I like about this is that you can also open this up. So if you're like heist, okay, what's this heist thing about? You can open that up and actually look at different games that feature heist situations, which is kind of neat. This Payday game, Monaco, I guess Tomb Raider is kind of heisty, but this to me gives me like a ton of ideas, because I feel like you could come up with an idea. So like, what's a heist? A bank robbery, for example. What different spins could you take on a bank robbery? And why is it appealing to people?
Yes.
And I feel like you could, like, if it was me, I would do something like cute animals, like a raccoon, like doing a bank robbery. And I feel like that would make like a really cute design for a T-shirt or for a book or something like that.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can make jokes. You can be like, stick them up, and you could have like, I don't know, you could have like a tree saying "stick 'em up" because it's a tree and it's got sticks. Hey! Like you can kind of use this Steam Spy to just find sort of zeitgeisty, current, trending ideas. And there's a lot to browse through these tags.
Yeah.
Aliens, it's always a good one. What's MOBA? I don't know what MOBA is. Let's see if we can figure it out. Oops, my computer's going a bit slow there.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with the Steam store, Steam has thousands and thousands, perhaps millions of games, and new ones are being added to the store every day. And these games range from AAA developers, big corporations, all the way to like a solo development programmer guy. And so you get a wide range of just games, like I said, indie games to big games. And so it's really good because you can tap into that zeitgeist of the gaming culture, which is huge. I mean, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry right now.
You can see right here how many people are playing these. So there's like most of these games that we're looking at, or these game styles, have 500,000 users.
Yes.
Just on the Steam platform. And that's why it's important to say this. This is just reading from the Steam platform. Now, there are millions of game buyers out there on different platforms, on PS4, and all the other platforms out there. I don't know. Switch, Nintendo Switch. So this kind of gives a sample, but I think it's such a great starting place if you want to target gamers, or if you just want to make the kind of products that might appeal to people in the gamer demographic.
Yes.
So I'm thinking sort of late teens, 20s, people who are kind of tuned in with pop culture. I think this is a great place to start.
Yes.
So this is steamspy.com. And what I recommend is clicking on tags. It's down the side here. It's somewhere down there. And you can really just use this to get your ideas for your products, for your marketing campaigns. Like, think about how you could use things like heists or parkour to make a really awesome advert or a marketing video for your product.
Yes.
Like, this really just taps into what is kind of exciting people at the moment. Cool. Okay. So hopefully, I'm sorry about the wobble. San Diego, it kind of looked like an earthquake. That was pretty cool. It was just me kicking the desk. Okay, so that was our niche hunting section. Yay! Wow, yes. we've even got a format for this.
I know.
It's pretty miraculous. Okay, so what's the next section? Ooh, the next section's fun. We're going to talk about our platform of the week.
Yes.
So let me switch. We're going to get better at this. I'm sure
some growing pains.
We're going to get better at the seamlessness. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do a screen share back to this page. Okay, so what you guys are looking at now is a new social media platform, and it's called MeWe, because I guess it's made by a guy called Mark Weinstein. He's like a big time entrepreneur. He created something called Super Friends and Super Family. And this is his answer to Facebook. And I'm kind of interested in this because his key things that he's saying with this are that there's no advertising on it and you have privacy. You get to choose how you interact in groups. And honestly, it's very, very similar to Facebook.
Yeah.
But they've got groups, they've got pages. Whoa, Charlene, since she's been on MeWe since 2011. That's, I didn't even know it had been around that time. So I don't know, maybe MeWe is never going to happen. But I found some interesting things on here. I found a few groups. If you look at pages, a lot of major brands are on here. The BBC are on here. The Rock. Taylor Swift. Michael Jackson. I'm not sure how Michael Jackson has set up his account there, but is that Leonardo DiCaprio? Wow. I don't know. This is something that we've really sort of been debating this week, of like whether there is room for another platform like Facebook, whether there is going to be a replacement for Facebook. And it's funny because I feel like I keep hearing the same concerns from people about Facebook. And so, but it's like my platform of choice.
Yeah.
I love Facebook. I've done sort of pretty much most of the things we've done have been on Facebook. So I'm really interested to see whether there's ever going to be a viable alternative to Facebook. So MeWe is one that we've been playing with. I created a little Kindle group yesterday. But I suspect it's empty.
Yeah.
Why did you join? Why did you not join?
I haven't had time. I'm still waiting to see. I'm debating.
That's interesting. So Charlene's like, people say they want a Facebook replacement, but don't want to move to MeWe. And I think that's actually the key reason why a Facebook alternative hasn't taken off. It's just because it's so hard to persuade people to move over. And I know, and it's something I wonder, because I'm like, okay, well, if I went hardcore on MeWe and put a bunch of content on there, would it be possible to bring people over there? But I don't know. It's one of those things we often talk about. And I think I'm reading Charlene. Charlene's like our resident MeWe expert. This is awesome. If you post in the group every few days, it will be shown in the public directory, but removed after 7 days of inactivity from the owner. That's interesting. So Barbara Aycock, she says she would go to MeWe. Okay. So what do you think, guys? Would you, if there was an alternative to Facebook, would you use it? And there's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. Because I remember Ello as well. That was another one we explored for a while, that was looking at being an alternative to Facebook. So that's kind of what I wonder. It's whether, so I guess there's two ways to approach this. As an influencer, I guess, which hopefully some of you are influencers, you have products, you have brands. I think there's two ways to approach this. One is that you bring people to MeWe, like you look at yourself as an influencer and say, well, I'm putting exclusive content on MeWe. And think about this from other platforms as well. Maybe you could put exclusive content on another platform that you want to bring people to. The alternative is maybe MeWe is another place to funnel people from to your work. And I feel like there's always space to just have some presence on any platform, whether it's Pinterest, Instagram, just so people can find you and then go from there to the platform where you have most of your brand, or Amazon, or wherever you're selling your product. So anyway, I think the big point made is that you bring people to the platform. So what they've done, they've given you all the tools. So you don't have to set up your own web server. You don't have to set up a forum. You don't have to do a lot of. That's true. When you look at it that way, it's actually kind of powerful. But you could have your own little sort of club or your membership site on MeWe. So like you wouldn't have to get someone like Isaac to sort of build it for you.
Right. And give you a quote and all that, or have to do research, like which WordPress plugin do I need to make this happen? I don't know. I think there's some pros to this, and so you get basically the same functionalities you have from Facebook, without having to deal with Facebook, which could be a pro for a lot of people.
That's pretty good. Well, I know a few people have left Facebook.
Yeah.
So they're always like, it's not that they have a problem talking with people; it's that they left Facebook.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so let's move on. So that was our platform of the week, which is MeWe.com. So Isaac, you get to do your thing now. Are you ready? Are you excited? Hold on, I've got to. Let's see. Okay, now this is a bit more tried and tested. So MeWe's kind of just floating it out there as a like, what do you guys think?
Now we know it's been floating since at least 2011.
I didn't. Yeah, see, I didn't.
It's been floating for a while.
Okay. Let's jump over. So this is your thing, Isaac.
Yes.
And this is pretty awesome.
So about 2 weeks ago, I got an ad on Facebook for this company called Shadow Tech, and they do cloud gaming.
So wait, okay. Nerd corner. Okay.
All right. So cloud gaming has been around for a while. It's where you can rent a high gaming PC and you have access to it, and they stream whatever is on that PC to your computer. So I gave this a go for the first time.
Wait, can you so in Catherine terms, if I was cloud gaming, how would that work? So what, I'm on my Mac.
Yes, you're on a Mac, maybe you're on a Chromebook or a really cheap Windows PC, and it's functional, but it doesn't have the processing power you need to do graphic intensive things such as gaming. Okay. So with this service called Shadow Tech, it's $25 to like $35 a month, and you get access to a high power gaming PC. Okay,
so a lot of people aren't gamers, and we've already talked quite a lot about gaming.
That's true.
So tell me how this is super important to the people.
When I signed up for this, I realized it's like I have my own personal PC, like a $2,000 computer, and I can install anything I want on it. So I installed Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator, and suddenly I have all my graphic programs I need for all my print-on-demand projects. and I can access this on just about any device, my Android, my
Whoa.
iPad, and even a Chromebook. So you can go out and buy a $200 Chromebook, super cheap, install the ShadowTech client, pay for this ShadowTech service, which is like $25 a month, and instantly get access to everything you can with the $2,000 computer on this cheap little
so wait a minute
device.
If people want to run Photoshop but they only have a Chromebook, or they only have an iPad, or they only have a basic computer,
yes,
they can install Photoshop on a virtual computer,
yes,
and they can access it from their crappy computer at home.
yes, yes.
That is pretty mind-blowing.
So I saw this and I was like, and I was surprised at how well it worked. Now it depends on how fast your internet connection is. If you have a decent connection, doesn't have to be super great, just needs to be decent. It's good enough, especially for Photoshop.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
So, yeah.
And I think when you sold me on iPad as well, that you can actually access a high-powered computer via your iPad. So it's about 20. You said it's about $25
yeah,
a month.
It's $35 a month, but there's a promo code if you go searching for it, and you can get it for $25 a month. And yeah, so
that's worth it, because when you think about the financing on like a $2,000 computer,
you're looking at about 5 years.
Whoa!
You pay $25 a month.
And they keep updating it.
Yes,
so
they do update the technology. Yes.
Are always going to be top end.
Yes.
So
and it solved another problem I have. So we have 2 subscriptions of Photoshop, which allows us to install it on 4 computers. However, we have about 5 to 6 computers around the house. So what I can do now is I installed Photoshop on my Shadow PC. And now wait, are
you just like condoning piracy?
It's not piracy. It's not piracy. It sounds like it.
You can't say that.
No. Hear me out. Okay. It's because I believe only one person can access it at a time.
Oh,
so they get access. It's basically like handing someone a laptop, saying, "Here, use my laptop for an hour." But instead of
it's still on one computer.
It's on one computer, so you're not pirating.
Whoa.
And what I can do now,
I'm still not sure about that.
Well, Mid can install it on her cheap little Chromebook.
Yeah.
She can install the client and get access to Photoshop with it for a couple of hours.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
So yeah, it's
and you can run other things on this as well. Like you can watch movies, you can.
Yeah, well, essentially I got it for gaming, to play these high-powered games from the Steam store.
Whoa!
But I didn't realize
you play your parkour games, your heist games.
Yes.
Cool. Oh well, so okay, that's Isaac's Nerd Corner. Yay! Thank you, Isaac. That's ShadowTech. So you can find that by going to shadow.tech.
Yeah.
That's a great URL. Yeah. Okay, so we have.
There's one little question. Your internet speed. I think it works 20 megabytes a second.
Don't look at me. I know nothing.
I think it's 20 megabytes a second. I think is the minimum. I'd have to do some research, but I recommend just checking it out, see if it works. If it doesn't, then just get a refund, and then it doesn't work.
Wait, someone also says a great way to check how popular a niche is by doing a Google Trends search. Yeah, that's true. Or a Twitter search for the niche keywords. There's a couple of things I like. I like Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest.io is awesome for research as well. If you go to Ubersuggest, you can put in any niche or keyword, and it will give you a ton of suggested keywords along with their Google search volume. So I used to be a huge fan of Keywords Everywhere. Sadly, they closed their bulk upload feature, which was like the best tool ever. But Ubersuggest is pretty awesome for getting just an idea of how many people are searching for a keyword. Yes. And as Izzy says, Google Trends, another huge research space. And actually, Google Trends comes with Correlate, which is amazing and very, very undervalued. But we'll talk about Correlate another time, because I think I have a video on YouTube.
You do.
On
you
Correlate.
Can search. Yep.
But yeah, I like niche hunting. I like research. It's kind of a rabbit hole. When you look up something, it can send you in a lot of other directions. But let's move on. Okay, because we have cool stuff. So one thing I wanted to talk about, and we had a little conversation about this morning in our KDP group, and someone actually asked for, and Charlene just suggested SimilarWeb as well, to know how websites are getting their traffic. That's a pretty cool thing. Like all the web analytics, great idea to sort of browse competition, browse other websites, and see what they're doing. But SimilarWeb, thank you, Charlene. That's an awesome suggestion. So we talked about this a little bit in our group this morning. And what we are looking at the moment is Spotify. But this came up on my Starbucks app on my phone. I was sitting in the drive-thru, and on my phone, it said, check out our Black History Month playlist on Spotify. And we were really like thinking about how you can use this for promoting things. So if, especially we were thinking about books, any kind of books, whether it's a guided journal you've put together, whether it's a fiction book you've written. But in fact, you can use this for any kind of product that you have. A kit, if you have like a yoga kit or a meditation kit, you can create a playlist on Spotify. And the cool thing is, again, it's funny because this kind of comes back to this idea of like traffic going two ways, as we talked about with MeWe. That if you create a Spotify playlist for your book or your kit, so let's say you've created a product on Amazon that's a book on how to do meditation, and you include like, I don't know, a mat, a prayer mat, a meditation mat. You include, I don't know, what else would you have for meditation? You could have like crystals or a pendant or something like that. What you could do is give people a link to your Spotify playlist. And the cool thing with this is, first of all, it enhances your product that you have because it gives people an easy way to access music that complements the product. You can also use this as kind of a marketing tool. If you put your branding on a playlist and people like your playlist on Spotify and they stumble across it when they're looking for sort of meditation music or Zen music, they can actually use this as a funnel back to your product. Oh. So if you have your branding on it, like I could call this Catherine's meditation playlist for my, I don't know, my glittery meditation kit, then people might be like, what's this glittery meditation kit? And they go to Amazon or they go to my website and boom, I've funneled people from Spotify to my product. So that's another way of using it. The other way you could use these, and this is how I would do it. I was thinking about this in the group this morning, in the KDP group. And I thought you could use a playlist as a lead magnet to collect email addresses. So what you could do if you have your social media or you have, I don't know, a Facebook group or something like that, you can say, and this is particularly good for authors who have fans. They can create a playlist of suggested music to listen to when they're reading the book. So let's say
that's really cool.
Let's say you've written like your book of like fairy stories, for example. You could have each story has theme music or like a song that goes with it. And what you could do is you could publish a list. And the way I would do it is I would actually create a PDF and I'd make it really sort of pretty. So it looks like a branded thing and it has links to your products or links to your website or marketing on there. And what I would do is publish that on a platform like Gumroad, where I can give it away free in exchange for an email address. And what you do, and so you don't need to set up a website. I mean, if you have a website, you can just put it on there. But if you don't have a website, you could put it on Gumroad. And then what you do is you tell people like, hey, I put together this awesome playlist. You can get a printable version of it or a downloadable version of it from Gumroad or from my website, and it gives you a way to collect email addresses, and then you can email people.
Yeah.
So I think like this whole idea of having a Spotify playlist.
So where my brain's going back to the Spy store. Or
Steam Spy.
Steam Spy, right? So I want a playlist for heist.
Oh yeah.
Like what would be like all the music involving a heist?
Whoa, like, that's pretty cool.
That'd be a really entertaining, or maybe you get one for parkour. I think
heist.
Right. And I don't know if you got a book, whatever it is you're creating, whatever it is you're making for the niche, for the keyword heist, right? You put a playlist behind it for your marketing. Yeah.
So it works every way. Like you're bringing people from Spotify to your book, but also you're adding content to your book. So I think that's a really neat idea, just thinking about creating Spotify playlists for your products. I think that's a great idea. Okay, so we're doing cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
We've got a naughty one, Isaac. Are you ready for a naughty one?
Oh,
okay. If you're of a nervous or fragile or delicate disposition, then just like I go la 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 la, because this is a slightly naughty one. But oh my gosh, Isaac, I want this house.
Okay.
That's a lovely house, right?
Yes.
This is a beautiful house.
Yes.
And it's like any normal house. This house was on a real estate website.
Okay.
And there's a story about this house because it has a normal kitchen, very nice kitchen. It has a very nice garden. It has a very nice attic.
Okay.
Has lovely bedrooms. Everything's just as you would think. And in the basement, it has a sex dungeon. How epic is that?
You never know.
You would never know. So, okay, apparently this is a thing. This house went hugely viral. And it was a whole big marketing campaign. This couple created, they basically have this huge basement full of interesting equipment with a 50 Shades of Grey kind of theme to it.
Fun time.
I think they called it 50 Shades of Maple Glen. So if you want to look it up, you can find it, 50 Shades of Maple Glen. And I think this is kind of brilliant because, okay, the bit that made me really pay attention was when they said they were making $2,000 a night, $2,000 a night renting it out on Airbnb. And they do $750 a night during the week and $2,000 a night at the weekend. And I'm like, that's like...
I love where your brain goes. Wait, there's an Airbnb that has a sex dungeon. Whoa, how much money are they making a night?
No, you gotta look for the opportunities.
Absolutely.
But I was really thinking about this. And I think, well, not just sex dungeons, but when I thought a little bit more about this, my feeling is people are looking for experiences. They're looking to... we're very used to having like this very online sort of life, but I think a lot of people are looking to do things. And let's move away from the sex dungeon.
Wait, can I ask? Can you go back to the sex dungeon? I just got to ask one question.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm sure inquiring minds want to know. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. How did you stumble upon this?
Well, that's a conversation for another time. So moving swiftly onwards. My thought was people are really into escape rooms.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
People are really into pop-up museums. And that's something we were talking about on our Facebook Live. Last week, we were talking about pop-up museums. And I think people are really looking for stuff they can put on Instagram. They're looking for like visual, like just unusual, out of the ordinary things. And I feel like Airbnb, it hasn't happened yet. But I think a lot of people want experiences in Airbnb. And I know some people are doing like tents. There's, I know in San Diego, some people are doing boats. They have like little boats moored in the harbor that you can go and stay in. Oh, behind us there. See, that's right down there somewhere.
Right there, yeah.
That's the one. But I think this is such a cool idea. And I suspect, see, I liked your idea when we looked at this. And you were like, well, we could do like a Minecraft room. So you could have like the adults have their like basement and then you make like Minecraft rooms for the kids or something.
Oh my gosh, a real life Minecraft room. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. Oh, Vicky and Charlene are chatting. Vicky says she's doing a cannabis cooking experience in her Airbnb in Colorado. So Vicky is way ahead.
You are way ahead. Yep.
Nana says the concept where you take sleeping bags and sleep all night while the music plays.
Hey, it goes back to the Spotify playlist.
Oh, we're going to that Mesmerica thing
that's
about a week. So they have a thing here where I guess they project lights on the dome. It's in the observatory, I think, at the Science Museum, and it's just music and lights. And yeah, I think people are really looking for experiences. Like physical, like they want to be somewhere.
And theme parks are somewhat disappointing these days.
Yeah, and isn't that weird? And I think it's I think one thing is that people want something to brag about on social media. I think a lot of people are like...
The gram, right? Gotta go take your photo.
Yeah, you want to take a picture. And what I noticed at places like ASD or the Gluten Free Festival we went to last week, is that they tend to give you a space and say, take your picture here, share it, go and put it out there. And so it creates this viral effect. The pop-up museum we were talking about, it has sprinkles. It has, there's a museum called the Museum of Ice Cream. And their whole thing is they have a whole big pool full of sprinkles and you can jump into the sprinkles. But because it was so visually stunning, that got shared everywhere. And everyone's like, hey, here I am jumping into a pool of sprinkles. And then all their friends say, I want to do that. That sounds like a good
tipping point.
So I think there's another thing there is to have a hashtag as well, have a branded hashtag. That you can put out there so that people will share it. So, oh, wow, luxury card store. I just read an article about 50 Shades of Maple Glen. She's only 20 minutes away from it. Hey,
hey.
It's almost the
all
weekend.
About the experiences.
You got a spare 2,000. It's like,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, okay, that was our cool stuff. Oh, okay. So now we've got a couple of things left before we get to our contest. I was reading concert.
Yeah.
Before we get to our Starbucks contest. And the last thing. Oh, we can stop sharing now.
Okay.
Because the last thing we were going to do, we were going to have a debate. Oh, wait, there's some good suggestions from Charlene. She says you can have themed rooms like a spaceship, an engineering room, spaceship command deck, jungle. And I think that's what's so cool about the whole idea of Airbnb is that you can really set this up to have themes, to have themed experiences. And go back to those video game ideas as well. Like, that would be kind of cool. You could, what if you had like an escape room, like a bank robbery escape room in your Airbnb? Oh,
that'd be pretty cool. So you gamify the whole Airbnb experience.
Yeah. And someone also said a tiny house as well. You could have a tiny house to rent. So your mum was into tiny houses.
Oh, she's obsessed with tiny houses. Yeah.
Tiny houses are a great niche.
It's fascinating. It is.
Oh, by the way, I found another website. It's called Kink B&B. Just putting it out there. If you're looking for somewhere for a weekend,
got it.
Kink B&B. So apparently it is a thing and it is growing. So if you're into Airbnb, that's one to keep an eye on. Okay, so the debate, and this actually arose out of something. There was a thread in our group, and it turned into. Let me think here. What was the question I asked? I said, okay, when you are an entrepreneur, you have all your side hustling. You have freedom to decide what you do, what projects you pursue, what goals you pursue. So how do you decide? That's kind of like mind-blowing when you think about it. It's like, actually, like, we don't have a boss. We don't have anyone that we have to report to in the morning. We don't have to, like, there's no one who's keeping us accountable. So we kind of come up with our own ideas, and like we have our own sort of crazy methods of working.
Crazy, yes.
That often involve sort of very late night chats and like, whoa, I just had an idea. We should do this. Yeah. We do a lot of that. But how do you decide what sort of projects you follow, what goals you pursue? And what I noticed in the thread is that there was kind of a debate going on because a lot of people said, well, I like to follow my passion. So I just look at what I love doing and I see if I can monetize that. And some other people were like, I know one guy said, I never follow my passion. I'm not interested. I do research. I'm all about research and figuring out where the money's at and what people are interested in. And I follow that. So I'm kind of interested, guys.
What do you do? Do you follow your heart?
Do you follow your heart, your passion? Or do you follow your brain and I don't know if it's even brain, like research.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I really like, I don't know. That's such a big question. But I have a sort of feeling on this that I think there's this continuum of like art and business. And I feel like when you create art, you're kind of creating something that really speaks to you and that you really feel. And you hope that other people are going to join you and come along for the ride. And really great artists manage to get people to join them for the ride. So it's like if you put a MeWe page out there and you said, everyone come and join me. If you did something spectacular enough, maybe you can get everyone from MeWe to come and join you, or everyone to come and join you on MeWe. Now, at the other end of the continuum, you have business. And I feel like when you make things in a very business-minded way, you're looking at what other people want. And you're like, okay, I'm going to create stuff that other people want. And to me, I feel like the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle, when you create something that you love and that you're passionate and interested about, or at least you find a way to be passionate and interested in it, and that other people are going to enjoy. So I don't know. I feel there isn't like a perfect answer to it.
No, it's subjective to every individual, but yeah. I would say, though, that you need to stay motivated. Whatever you're doing, you need to stay motivated. You need that oomph to keep going and to push yourself to the best of your abilities. And finding something you love is an easy way to keep pushing yourself and keep going forward.
Yeah, if you can find a way of monetizing.
If you don't enjoy what you're doing, that's you're like slowly dying inside. Your soul is just being crushed.
This is tragic.
It is.
Wow, yeah. I can see you're the tortured artist.
Yeah.
Hopefully not in a 50 Shades of Grey kind of way, but you know.
So about that Airbnb, right?
Wow. I don't know where that went. No, but research. Okay, so research. Like, I think the idea of looking. Well, and when you think about it, it's like if I said, okay, where's the money at? Like, I don't know. I mean, I could go to school and become a stockbroker or something, but it's like that doesn't appeal to me. Like, if you look 100%, like, where's the money at? And I have a sort of theory that you should, like, we all have experiences, like we all have our knowledge, we all have built-in things that we kind of know, and I always feel like that's such a great starting place. There's always a way to monetize anything in some ways. So maybe the trick to it is you look at what you love doing. So, like, I don't know, let's say you love singing, for example, and yet monetizing singing can be really hard. Like, there's a whole music industry out there, there's a whole bunch of things out there, but is there a way you can like hook singing into something else that's going on? Like, can you create jingles instead of like full songs? Or can you make like a parody song? Like, remember we were at that improv class years ago, and there was a guy who just made songs about dictators.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And he made funny songs about dictators.
Oh my gosh.
Put them on YouTube, and he was making bank
like 2 million hits from one of his videos. Yeah.
So it's like, can you take your passion? Can you take your loves that aren't necessarily very easy to monetize, but then sort of hack them so that you can put them out there and make money from them? I think you can. I think you can monetize anything, is kind of my theory. I think that's why you have to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because I think if you are excited, if you're having fun, if you're enjoying it, then people will come along with you. And
it resonates well with the customers.
Honestly, that was kind of what I did with treasure hunting when I started out. When we had shows on Spreecast and our first YouTube shows, I think why people kind of tuned in was just because I was really excited about it. And I was like,
energetic,
yay, I found all this stuff.
People can feel it. They like the vibe.
And I think if you are excited and if you're passionate, your tribe will come with you. They will join you. So to me, I guess I'm still veering towards do what you're passionate about. But you have to be smart about it. Because I know there was someone in the and I don't want to say she's not smart. That's because that's not what I mean. But there was someone who was like, well, you know, I just, everyone tells me I've got to do public speaking and I've got to do YouTube, and I hate that stuff. I don't want to do that. Well, the thing is, it's okay, but marketing is kind of, you need to do marketing. And I think not everyone necessarily enjoys marketing. But the thing is, you can find ways to do it without doing stuff you hate. Like, I mean, one of our ads at the moment that's probably doing the best is a cartoon. So you don't have to be on YouTube and do.
Yeah, you can do video without having your face in it.
But also, though, like, if you, I feel like some people will be like, well, okay, I don't like doing any of this stuff. And it's like, okay, what do you like eating? And it's like, well, I like sitting on the couch and I like watching Walking Dead. That's going to be hard to monetize unless you do it to an extreme.
There is one company called Neverthink, and they pay people to watch videos, YouTube videos all day long.
There you go.
And it's basically a platform of just curated memes and videos. And
do you think there could be like a Twitch? So, you know, like Twitch, people like log into Twitch and they watch people play video games for like hours, like literally hours. Do you think there could be like a video channel where people can you can watch someone watching TV. Is that like the next
watching someone watching TV? Yeah. It's like the ultimate vegetative state, right? You're I feel like watching someone veg out. Whoa.
I actually think like it could go in that direction where you're just watching. It's kind of like a durational performance.
You'd be like, I found that funny too.
Yes, you see? Oh my gosh, watch TV with friends. It's kind of like a Facebook watch party, but you actually have it on a video. So you're like in someone's living room and you're all kind of like everyone's watching the person in their living room watching TV.
Well, so a watch party of someone watching television.
Yeah, but it's like a watch party, but with video of people watching TV. I think that's an idea right there. You know, it's kind of like Rocky Horror when they show like the movie and then they have people dancing on the stage in front of the movie. So it's like you have this level of like watching the people watching the movie. Whoa, that's a cool idea. Anyway, okay, so that was quite a packed show. What have we talked about? We mentioned we're going to be at ASD on March 17th, March 18th. We're talking about creativity, profitable creativity, how to have amazing ideas and execute them. And we are going to be talking about how to publish a book right now.
Yes.
And guys, if you want to publish a book right now, please come and join us in our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Amazon CreateSpace. And yes, we are aware that CreateSpace is defunct. And KDP is the place to be. But you know, you can't change Facebook URL. So it's Amazon CreateSpace. Come and join us there. And we're going to do a contest. So we would like to give away, hopefully you guys are all still with us. We would like to give away a $20 Starbucks card. And we're going to give it away to the first person. So get ready. You're going to have to answer the question. And my question, let me think. The question of the week to win a $20 Starbucks gift card. What is the name of the house with the dungeon, or the commonly known name of the house? So I'm waiting. The first person to answer gets the $20 Starbucks gift card. So let me bring this up so I can make sure I can see it. Oh, I think there's a 10-second delay because we're going through Zoom. So that. We've got to twiddle our thumbs. We're waiting, guys. You can do this. Boom. Okay, Lake Days, you are the winner. Please email me hi@catherine.com, hi@catherine.com, or message me on Facebook, and I will sort you out with your Starbucks gift card. Yay! All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed the show. We had a lot of fun making this. We're going to be back next week from sunny San Diego. You know, it's like it's not even 5 o'clock yet, and it looks like I think we need like beaches maybe.
The sun's shining right in my eye, right over there. Yeah,
but it looks good. I feel like Letterman or something. I'm like, you can see how long it is since I watched TV. All right, guys. Okay, well, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Let us know if you enjoyed the show. Let us know if there's anything that you would like to see more of, less of. Don't say our faces. That's not nice. And have a wonderful weekend, guys. We love you lots. All right. Bye.